yet again with Here's the Thing KB Part 1. KB Kenny Bolin did a few of my friends dirty. I am not today, Wednesday, I am going to be having Mike Pucci and the other, and we might have Allison, but we might have only Mike Pucci. Oh, yeah. By the way, if you're under the age of 18, click out this video. This video is not for you, bro. Not for you. And all of you, all the opinions and expressed is, yeah. Are you coming? Are you coming? Shut up. No, we're not. We're not. We're doing this. Here's the thing, Kenny Bolin. I'm not changing the fucking name because Schmidt didn't have nothing to do with it. Bolin. Fuck Bolin. That piece of shit. Nothing. You know what, by the way, Schmidt, if that's you, bro, guess what? Have a nice time in the block list, moron. You're not welcome here. Have a nice time, moron. Oh, that was Pooji. Shit, sorry. 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 My bad. By the way, thanks for the sub, always smoking. 420. You didn't know. Because here's the thing, when here's the thing. The person usually comes in a fake name is Schmidt. So Poochie, if you want to come on, you can. I'm waiting for Jonathan to come on. Jonathan doesn't want to come on. Jonathan. Call him. He's not. No answer. You know, Bolin is the biggest piece of shit. I'm at dinner, bro. All right. Hey, let me know when you want to do that show. You know what? I don't need. You know what? You know what, bro? Rob Sampson. Yo. Here's the thing. That's a. Poochie, just ignore what I just sent. Who is this? Jonathan.
Hey.
What's up, brother?
What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen. He was on an episode of Dr. Phil. He was also he got his name.
Yeah, Pesci. Come on, Pesci.
I didn't. Should I? All right, hold on. All right, I'll send him a link if you want him to come on.
Yep. I don't know what was said. I haven't seen anything, but everybody's messaged me, and then I've heard people were saying stuff, and so I want people, if they got a problem with me, go ahead and say something, because I'll be more than happy. I don't backstab people, and I don't say shit behind their back. I just got out of the hospital today. I don't need this shit, but let's come on.
He was talking about that. Here's how it got started with you. It got started with Schmidt saying that Disco Inferno got one of them saying Disco got a COVID shot, and they were saying they were saying the stuff to Jonathan, but Schmidt was like saying, no, the person that gave you the shot had staph.
The health department's looking into it. They don't know if they weren't sanitary or if an employee there had it and they touched it. And that's what the doctor said, because it's in the area that I got the shot. It's more off to the right. And they said that's the only way that it could have happened, because I started having issues within 2 days after the shot. And then I went to the doctor. They'd given me Bactrim, which is an antibiotic that they give for what they call MRSA, because at that time that's, it's like beginning stages of staph. Well, I was taking medicine and it was getting worse. Well, then they had me going to a clinic to get IV antibiotics, and I was going like Monday, Wednesdays, Friday. Well, then they started seeing the spots, and they're like, you're gonna have to go to the hospital, because it just started getting really, really bad. I mean, really, really bad. And I waited so long.
That's what Pesci, sorry.
I mean, they thought they were gonna have to amputate my arm, because it had gotten so spread out and big and opened up. I mean, it's like a big open sore.
Here's the thing. Can I say something? You've been on these Dr. Phil. I think yours was.
Okay, but let me explain about Bolin, because if he's saying it's about. What's up, Pesh?
Pesci,
What up? I'll tell you what he said. And
turn off the voice changer. Turn off the voice changer.
I did, shitface. Oh wait, my actual voice does it sound normal now?
No,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
no, it sounds like you got a voice changer on.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. All right. Now am I good?
You're good.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what he said. I said he was talking about the vax, and I go, shit, get the shot after what happened to Jonathan, and
Right.
then that was when Schmidt said, "Oh, Jonathan didn't get it because of the shot. He got it from staff."
Well, they're going to investigate that. They don't know if it was that, but they've had 5 other cases.
Oh, Jonathan,
yeah.
I believe you. I told people it was because of the vax.
Well, and I can show you where it's at. It's wrapped up and everything. I can show the papers from the hospital, everything. But there was also 5 other cases.
What he also said was the reason he said why he blocked you was because he claimed you were supposed to. Even though this sounds stupid, he said you were going to give him $1,000 for somebody's.
No. Right, and that's not what. No. Nope.
That's not a reason to hate somebody, though.
No. And I never. Hey, here's the thing. I think I've got screenshots of our messages. I've got to get my other phone, and it has all the stuff in there. And there's a bad echo.
Probably Jake. Is that Jake?
No, you.
It's like my voice coming out of the speaker or something.
Pesci doesn't wear headphones when he does these shows.
But here's the thing. What he did was, I'd gotten divorced in late 2017. I was listening to like him and Cornette's podcast, which was fucking hilarious. I reached out to him, and this is how I got to know him in early 2018. Man, I was going through. I wrote him. I said, I'm going through a divorce. I said, your stuff makes me laugh. I appreciate it. And he's like, oh, well, thank you. I get thousands of emails a day. Everybody tells me that. Well, I said, well, I'm going on Dr. Phil. And he said, here's my home phone number. Call me. Okay. Gives me his home phone number. I call him, and he's like, so this Dr. Phil thing, he said, you got proof of that? So I sent him pictures of the emails that the producers were talking to us about getting stuff, but they wanted more guests on the show because it was just my mom, her, and me, and they wanted more people to come on the show. This is what Bowen said. He said, are they paying? And I said, I don't know. And he said, well, I can't fly because of my health, but my son Chris can, and you can explain everything to Chris to where he knows to when he gets on there.
Tell Mike Pucci what I said in the comments. You go back and watch the show. I said Jonathan had nothing but nice things to say about Bowen. So I didn't say anything what Jonathan said.
I don't care what anybody says. If nobody wants to say it to my face, I don't care what anybody says. Thing is, I'm going to be, if I don't like you, I'll tell you to your face.
You said you were a cop. I didn't know you were a cop. He thought you were a cop from Arkansas?
Yes, I was. Okay. During that time, yes, and I've left there since, yes. If you look at the picture that is up here right now, this is an accident that I worked, and the newspaper took it. If you notice, that truck is rolled over. I'm carrying a medical bag.
Yeah, I don't think anybody thought he was being honest about your situation with him.
Okay, but I'm going to explain to add light to it because I think everybody.
I put you on full screen, Jonathan.
That's fine. So he wanted money from the Dr. Phil show and was going to send Chris because he said his health and stuff. And I said, man, I don't feel comfortable with that because I just really don't want to lie to him. But he thought we were getting money from the Dr. Phil show, and he thought Chris could get paid. And then I told him this. I asked the producers about money again, and they said no. But if you do come and you need any dental work done, we pay for all dental work. Then Bowen said, I may need to fly because I need to get my teeth done. Okay. And I'm like, well, I really don't want to do that. And he said, well, I'd have to get a note from my doctor if I can fly. Because I don't know if I can go that high elevation because he was having fluid issues with his legs. Okay. I do the show. him and Maya text me and like, when is the show airing? I said, I don't know yet. And if you go back and watch these shows, he's doing it live. None of this stuff's ever. And also, at the time, he was dating one or two girls from the Philippines. He wasn't collecting any money for the people in the Philippines. He was taking care of them. What he would say is, if you buy my
glorified
help
sugar
me do
daddy.
it.
I've always said
I
that.
bought an $80. Right, dude, I bought an $80 hoodie from him that was probably worth $20. I bought all kinds of shirts. One of the pictures that he put up. Yeah, it was 80 to 100 bucks after shipping. Okay, and he said that they were made by Collar and Elbow. Which when I got it, it was not.
They're made by DJ Eric in the
not.
back of Arwood's trunk.
And then, and then I bought about $300 or $400 worth of merch from him in a month to help him out, because he was saying he said, oh man, I really appreciate it. I said, no problem. And it's like, you know, do you get paid really good? And then he's wanting to know how much money I make. Okay. And I said, well, I do okay. I said, but I've got an insurance check that's coming in that's about $4 or $5 grand. And I said, I'll be okay. Well, like 2 days later, he texted me, said, man, I went to the dentist. I got to have on it wasn't $1,000. He wanted $2,500 because he said he needed to get his teeth done for his dentures and all this and get the rest of the teeth that he had pulled. This is what I said to him. I said, I'll have to check and see, but man, that's about half of what I'm going to get, because I was only getting $4,000 or $5,000. $2,500 be half of that.
Give him half a Dr. Phil? Hell no.
So he texted me like 3 or 4 times on Facebook. I did not reply to it, okay, because it was just like really pushy and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I was fucking blocked. Doof.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And that's what happened. That's what happened. It wasn't nobody's hospital bill, anything like that. I promise you.
Well, I don't think I ever didn't believe you. I just was telling you what happened.
Well, I don't care if people believe me or believe him. And I know.
Were you outside smoking?
Yeah, because I haven't got to smoke and fucking.
No, I didn't know if you were out outside, or I just heard you smoking.
Yeah. So,
you like that, Jake?
I'm reading out what Allison just wrote in the comments.
So, I'm just saying that I know people like him, and the thing is, he is a funny guy.
So you got one of those right there. You got one of those when you try to go to his page.
You're blocked, Jake?
Yeah.
Jake, you're blocked by him?
Yep. I'm still blocked.
Yeah, blocked. No, because I tried to talk. I was going to send him a message through Messenger, and it wouldn't let me. And all I had was his home phone. I didn't have a cell phone number. All I had was his home phone, so I couldn't text. And I said, fuck it. If he wants to block me over because I didn't answer 3 or 4 messages, fine. What the fuck ever.
Dude, even if it was for the fucking $1,000 fucking surgery, you're not obligated to fucking save him.
But here's the thing. He asked me about the teeth and the money, and this is what I said. I said, I don't know about that because I'm only getting I'm getting $3,000 to $4,000. Or no, 4,000 to 5,000, and it would be half of that. And I said, I don't know. And when I said I don't know, it's like it pissed him off.
Yeah.
And then he sent 3 or 4 messages. I didn't answer them, and then I was blocked.
Eve once claimed before she blocked him that she sent a message out saying that she wasn't going to be able to donate for a while, and she said that their relationship changed before she blocked him.
Well, I didn't really know him, dude, and all I brought up was I was getting an insurance check, and it took him 2 days to muscle it up, and he asked for the money. And he didn't say it was I'm surprised that he didn't say something like that, but he said it was for, he needed to get, I think he had 8 or 9 teeth left that he had to get pulled, and then for the dentures themselves, that's the total.
Well, think about what he just did with Brad. He blocks Brad on every one of his networks except for the one that he could give him money and then tells him that.
Well, and he can do what he wants, and the thing is, I marked out on him because he was making me laugh and stuff, and I thought, wow, and I'll admit that, but then when I started buying, $400 or $500 merch a month, which I didn't need all that shit.
That I never did from him because he's a terrible merch giver. It took him 9 weeks to get me a couple posters. So I was
Well,
like, no, I
It
never
and
took
did.
whoever
me a
was
couple
making-
months
and
to
who-
get my fucking book and the shoes.
Well,
took-
whoever was doing his merch at the time, it did take a while, and he said that he had to order, like, he would take my orders and take my money, and then he'd say, I have to have 25 more people to order it, and then I can order yours because I get a discount. So I'd have to wait till he got those orders, but he wanted the
Yeah. The money, I know, I did that. What's funny is I actually
money,
predicted.
and he'd say, hey, send this to my,
I predicted on a show, I go, Kenny, I got a bad feeling by giving you all this up front. Like, I'm going to be waiting. Not that he was going to rob me, that I was just going to be
Right.
waiting or something. Just by the way he was making it sound when I said, so wouldn't I be expecting this? And it took him forever to where
Right.
I got 2 posters made and showed me hanging them up. And I got him
Right.
really bad. Like, look, I got posters sent by a fan
well,
before you even.
he was telling me that he was waiting for Social Security or something, and he was really needing the money, and it really helped him if he could get the money right now. And so I went ahead and did it. No big deal.
Jake, look
But
at the
it-
paint.
Oh, wow, that looks good.
Green paint, great.
Well, because green screen, Jake, in case I had to.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We're thinking about
Yeah.
doing it. Dr. Fuel usually does an hour every time, like 2-part
Yes.
episodes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that made no sense, Jake.
But we're thinking, part
If you
one.
want to do an hour, just say you want to do an hour.
So I'm just letting people know this is going to be a 2-part series. Part 1 is Jonathan, because Jonathan right now is hot under the collar right now about this.
I wouldn't worry about it, Jonathan. It'd be one thing is if his word held value. It really doesn't.
The thing is tomorrow, Allison, but here's the thing, by the way, Poochie wants me to have Allison on first.
Oh, Jake, and do me a favor, because I
Who's
would never
that?
do this to you.
Allison,
Always make sure you let me know who's going to be on. Don't sneak me with any guests, because I wouldn't do that to you with the people you don't like.
You do that all the time with people. You had that with Boston Spins and I ran out.
I didn't know Boston likes you, though, Jake.
How many people are in the chat? I can't see.
7.
7. Okay.
So 7 people are watching, 6 people on YouTube, and 1.
It'd be one thing if I put somebody on the show that legitimately
Actually,
did like
it's 5 because 2 of them are me, 1 on YouTube and 1 on Twitch.
Okay.
And right now, we have
I'm
1
not-
viewer.
I'm just talking because I had a bunch of people messing me this is being said, and I didn't know what was being said.
Yeah, basically he just said, oh, let me think how I blocked him. Oh, yeah, he was the one that told me he was going to help for blah, blah, blah surgery, so when he didn't help for his... But that just sounds silly of him to say that. Somebody didn't help you with the surgery for a girl you don't even know. And you
Well,
got
that's not.
mad at him?
And the thing is, there was nothing about a
It'd be
surgery.
one thing
with
if Bolin
anybody.
was on his deathbed and you're like, yo, I got your $3,000. Let me get Cena on Make-A-Wish and we're good. You didn't say that.
Well, I kept some of the stuff, and I've got it on my other phone, and I need to get it opened up, and I will show the screenshots where we had the conversation. Because
By the
it
way,
wouldn't let
I
me
have
go
all those pictures.
back in.
Right.
But I
actually
mean,
have a
I'm
picture.
not. Here's
Hello?
the thing. The thing is, I could have sat here and talked about it a long time.
Uh-oh.
Restream could kiss the Dion.
Hello? Hello?
Jake, you want to see a clip of somebody saying Trump is still president?
Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm getting it right now.
Okay, the fact that you don't know is that he had to infiltrate these people to take them down. How do you infiltrate them? You have to play their game.
He hasn't
You have to
talked
be friends
about
with people
that.
are not.
He hasn't talked
Jacob,
about.
are you talking
the fact
about
that he was
Trump or
infiltrating
Sasquatch?
them.
What's that?
First, we're talking about Trump right now. So what I was saying was, with Trump, he was.
He's not.
Do you think Trump's still the president, Ryan?
Jonathan?
Jake, you just erased it at the good part.
I know he is.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. This is getting really good.
No, I know where we're at now.
How'd we go from Sasquatch to Trump?
So Ryan, I 100% respect anybody's view, but what I can't do is I can't talk about things that aren't fact.
Have you looked into devolution?
I know about everything you're going to refer to. I have regular guests on this show that
McCormick.
are happy to talk about
This is
Q
awesome.
and other topics.
Awesome.
All right, you can take it
I
off.
told you
now.
that was it. Okay, give me a second. This is different. I'm not used to restream. Kick the video out back and I'll get it out, Jake. Come on, man. Be smarter than that. You're running a show. Well, Jonathan, I would like to say I don't think anybody listened to his story tonight and actually said, you know what? Jonathan was a liar. I don't think
Sorry. So this storm in here and my internet for some reason cut
Crapped
out.
out.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Hers.
before here's the thing. By the way, I just want to say this. We're raising money right now for Extra Life. If you guys want to donate, links down in the description.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing, Jake. Anytime that you've asked me for money or I said, yeah, I'm going to donate, have I done that?
You have.
Okay. So
You have done. Here's the thing. You have said. You have kept in your word about it.
right. Every time that I've done it. And there's times that you haven't asked and I'm like, Jake, here, I'll help you out. And I do it behind the scenes. So
Yeah.
somebody wants to say that I'm not somebody that keeps my word. That's the only thing that bothers me. Because I don't like when somebody says, oh, he didn't know. Actually, the only thing we have as people, when it comes down to it, is our word. You know? And so, and I mean, if he wants to go head to head, I'll go head to head with him.
I don't think so.
If he wants to do that. Well, I'm just saying.
It was
I'm
my
not- I
fault for
won't
bringing it
back
up
down,
because I
but-
brought up the shot. He brought up, defending the shot. And I said, shit, I would never get the shot after Jonathan's story.
Right. No, and
That's
I'm not,
kinda
and
how
I won't
that
get a
started.
booster. I'm not going to do it after what I've been through and the medical bills I'll have after all this is said and done and the physical therapy and all that. No.
I gave you money. I gave $1.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
I'll still send some shit to you. I forgot about it, but
oh,
I'll still send something.
Hey, and it helps. And then somebody had shot.
I lost my
shot
credit cards for 7 to 10 days. Jake will tell you.
Oh shit.
I just got them back.
Yeah.
Hey, can I also
I don't
say
have a
something?
wallet. I have a credit card wallet.
Dude,
I lost my ID.
I didn't have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money to spend on that. But here's the thing: there's like a $5 minimum on Cash App, not Cash App. Go fuck me.
Oh yeah, well, the thing is, one or two. While I was in the hospital, two of my Venmo got hacked, and my Cash App got hacked, and I had to shut it down
How can they hack a Cash App?
because I have cards with them, and they can use it's like I've got a card with Venmo and a card with Cash App, and somebody had got numbers, and what they were doing, they were ordering DoorDash with it, and then once they ordered DoorDash and $22 went through, then they try to do like $80, and then they just keep stepping it up till they can wipe it out. Whoa. So I got an email notice, so then I just shut them down and said these are fraudulent charges and my cards are stolen. So like those I don't have access to for like another 4 or 5 days.
Right.
But I've got my checking account and my PayPal. But and then somebody had shot my
Jonathan,
cat.
it's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, I need to turn here. I'll turn on my. Yeah, I need a haircut.
I love
My
it that he's
hair-
got the Wallow hat.
Yeah, got my hoodie on. So
Yeah, I just got a tooth pulled, and then I got to go back because there's like a piece of bone sticking to my gum.
oh wow.
You got your wheel spin. I did a wheel spin for you, but I did it for JP McCormick. I already did your wheel spin. I did a Bing spin for you. Bing's spin and win, and someone.
Oh, I
won
didn't know
it.
you were on Trovo. Trovo, it's easier to donate to you, Jake,
Yeah.
because of Elixir. I thought you couldn't get your tax done. How were you able to get Elixir on Trovo?
Number one, I'm not doing the pay thing. I'm not doing the pay thing. I'm just doing it as a. I'm just doing it for the, dude.
What they give you in-app stuff? I'm saying those elixirs I was giving you. What does that go towards? Your
elixir
own?
and the mana and stuff. The mana I don't get, but the elixir it just goes to some gems, and then if I get enough gems, I can get some elixir, get some in-app stuff. I don't have to go for cash only. So
that just pays for your bits, basically. Okay.
Yeah, pays for my.
Oh, Jake just got brought food.
What?
Did somebody just come in your room, Jake?
No, that's not me.
Oh, was Jonathan's?
I know, Jake. Was just kidding. I told you not to worry about anything. Thank you for the follow.
Cormac is.
Sorry. Jonathan?
You didn't do Monday Night Jake yesterday?
I did.
He's heating up.
Must have been an early. I didn't see the late night Monday Night Jake.
Oh, I didn't do a late night thing.
Yeah, I need to send you guys a picture of my cat while I was in the hospital. Somebody had shot him with one of those high-powered, like, air rifle things that shoot, like, the pellets that are, like, they're like $1,000 for the gun. He's got a tube in his chest right now because of that shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got a tube in it because they did the surgery and stuff, and they have to put the tube and stuff in to keep, like, infection and stuff out till it heals.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like when it rains, it pours. But yeah, and I know you, Pesci, and I don't want to mess up anything like with you and Bolin and stuff. And
bro,
like I said,
I'm not. Trust me, I can be friends with you. I'm not gonna let Bolin say you can't be friends with Jonathan because he wouldn't give $1,000 to some girl in Turkey that had a fucking scab on her knee.
Well, I just wish that he would have said everything, and he didn't. What gets me is he doesn't talk about me trying to hook up with his son to tell him everything that was going on in my ex-marriage to where he could come to the show and try to get him paid. I mean, there was a lot of things that were extra to it, and I think he thought I was really marking out about him, and, you know, and then wanting to know my finances sort of upset me a little bit.
Damn, I wish I had. I'm saying, what's wrong with marking out? I wish I had some fans that did that. That just means you're getting more money, bro. I mean, you want somebody that doesn't want to buy a T-shirt, or do you want a T-shirt buyer? You choose.
Well, and if you go back at that time in 2017 and 2018, that's all he was doing. He wasn't asking for donations. He would just say,
he didn't know they existed. He didn't know you could. He didn't know about
that. I know. But that's why I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, how would that come up with...
Sorry.
How would that come up with me donating $1,000? That wasn't.
Yeah, even if you did, you made a mistake.
No, I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't.
Yeah.
No,
I believe you. I'm just saying. Either way, I believe you. I'm just saying.
But he asked for some money for his teeth, and I did not give him a definitive answer. Okay, and he texted me 3 or 4 times through Messenger, and I did not reply, and I got blocked. And so how am I supposed to do it? And I had his home phone, and when he did that, I said, fuck it. Plus, I didn't want to call his home phone, and then he tries to say I'm harassing him. You know, because all the stuff started. He was talking about Harry and stuff, what was going on at that time, and I was just like, you know what? You know, and he said that Harry's been in jail and had him put in jail, and I got news for you. If Harry had been in any type of trouble, he would not be able to be in the United States right now. They would not let him into the country.
I know he hasn't been in trouble. That was always the biggest. All Harry did was fall in love with a chick that used to be on the show. That's his crime. Fell in love with a girl and didn't let it go right away. That's his only crime. He didn't stalk anyone.
I understand, but Bowen has said that he's been arrested and stuff. I mean,
even the Perth isn't what I would call it. Like the guys in prison I was with, they wouldn't call the Perth a stalker. All he's doing is putting shit on the internet. A stalker is a
I-
motherfucker that shows up at your job, puts a sticker on your window, and says,
Right, and they show up at your house at 3 a.m. knocking on your door, looking in your window. I've dealt with it.
Or you're walking to your car and you see them, or that's a stalker. That's why I say on Bullet Show when I first came, I'm like, this guy ain't a stalker. I was like, first of all, you can't stalk a man with a Doberman. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's what I just thought was funny, how his word of stalker. If anything, more of like a harasser, online troll. You know what I mean? And this is a guy that did buy merch from him. One of the things Kenny never tells anyone is Kenny has a plaque that says over 1 billion downloads. But it's not because he has 1 billion downloads. The Perth actually had this plaque custom made before he was Kenny Stalker.
Oh, right. And I knew all that. And I know all that was a work and all that. And that's funny as hell. But I mean, when you start telling people that I'm not a man of my word, that bothers me. And I heard Schmidt say something about, somebody said that Schmidt said something, yeah, you that's like, I never do that to you. If I promise you money and stuff, I do it. I don't say if I can do it, I'm not going to offer you something I can't do. So that.
But I think Schmidt's I don't even think Schmidt's even grasping what Boland's saying. I think he's just saying that because he's on air with him.
I understand that, but I'm just saying that if anybody thinks that I'm lying, they want to talk to me, they can. I'm just not, and I don't want them. And if I catch anybody saying shit behind my back, I'm gonna say something because I don't deal with that shit. If you want to say it, and I don't even think I'll do that because I want somebody to say it to my face. When somebody says it to my face, that means that they've got the balls and some fortitude to stand on their own 2 feet to face me face to face to confront me about it. But somebody talking behind my back, whatever, go ahead. But I haven't went in grave detail about it. I've never done it because there's been no reason to. Okay. But now that he's wanting to let the cat out of the, here it is. There's always 2 sides to a story.
So basically, what you're telling the audience is you did not tell him you would help with medical bills.
No, he asked me how much money I made a month. Okay. And because
he did tell Schmidt to get a job.
because
Another one.
I bought, it was $400 or $500 worth of merch in a month, and he was thinking, man, this guy's, if he's spending this kind of money, he must make. And so he's like, I doubt you make that kind of money. And I said, I told him, I said, I make about $36,000 a year. It's not much, but I'm getting an insurance check because I had gotten hurt on the job.
Well, if you told him you were a cop, he should have knew what you made. That's like public what a cop makes. It's
public information.
They're always talking about what cops make.
Right, it's taxpayers' dollars, so it's public information. And plus, when they go for the jobs, they post it, starting pay. Is this for,
That's how dumb he is, that he had to ask you that. Well, that's the last thing I would ask a cop. What do they got you getting paid?
But whenever I told him I was getting an insurance check for workman's comp, he said, well, how much is that? And I said, well, they've been, and at the time they didn't know, they were just telling me it was like $4,000 or $5,000. And then 2 days later, he asked for the $2,500 and said he had, I think it was like 8 teeth left, wanted to get those pulled, get the dentures and stuff because he was having so much pain from it and he was having infections from it. And they were saying that, like, I guess some of the other health issues he was having, they were saying that was causing health issues, and that's what he wanted to do. And so I did not, I just said at the time, I said, I don't know. I said, that would almost be half. Let me really think about it. And then he messaged me like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, God damn. And I didn't reply. And then I got blocked. And that's what it was.
Yeah.
So.
Damn.
That just is how it is. And like I said, at that time, he wasn't banging on the drum about helping anybody in the Philippines. He was talking about feeding some of the homeless in Louisville. That was about the only thing that he would speak about. But like the two women,
feeding crackheads, because the homeless around here could have a home if they would follow what the homeless shelter rules are. They wouldn't be homeless.
And it's like here's a lot of the ones that I ran into that are homeless are drug addicts, alcoholics. And when you go into those facilities, you're not allowed to drink. You're not allowed to be using drugs. And so they choose just not to go because those rules apply and they'd rather get high or drunk. So
technically both times I got out of prison, I was technically homeless because I didn't know exactly where I was going to be staying.
Well,
but
and that's the people that are in prison that have been in prison for 4 or 5 years and don't have family, and they usually will give them a bus ticket home. If you've been in prison, here's a bus ticket to where you're going, and they're dumped. And that is sort of sad because
Yeah,
it's
I got
hard
lucky
for 'em.
that somebody was there. They gave me the bus ticket. Like both times I left thinking I was about to get on the bus and there was somebody there to pick me up.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, both times.
But I mean, and I can understand that somebody is being reintroduced to society that's been incarcerated, and people don't realize when you've been incarcerated like that and you've had somebody telling you what time to go to bed, wake up, and eat for that amount of time, it's sort of hard to adjust to society.
Well,
You know.
and plus, if I didn't call anybody, if you get out in society, your clock's ticking to where you got to take care of yourself. Some
Junior
people
Bob
aren't
was
looking
not
to
around
hire
at
a
this time.
felon unless you're like a skilled felon, like a guy that does rough or drives a tractor or something that the average Joe couldn't do. You
Right.
might look past the guy's felony. Other than that, you're not going to hire just some random guy you do not know with a felony unless it's McDonald's or one of those.
And if you've had a felony and you're getting out of prison, more than likely you're on parole. They won't do it either. You know.
I only got in a car situation because of the guys I knew. My partners got the dealer's license and signed me aboard because they knew me and they knew I wouldn't, get them in any kind of shit. But you wouldn't normally. I'd get out of prison. You couldn't go get no like legitimate job, and it's like shit. If you were gonna go work at a dumb fast food, they're always like McDonald's is hiring, or someone always says that. It's like, dude, McDonald's at their 2 prison numbers. You're gonna fucking definitely want to sell drugs if you're gonna work at McDonald's at this point.
Yeah, we had a place here when I worked in a town over. There was a business, and that's what they would do. They would pull up to the drive-thru and order they would order a meal and then order something that wasn't like on the menu. They'd say like a number 11 with a jumbo something that wasn't on there, and that was a term for the drugs that they were buying through the drive-thru. And we busted them.
Well, shit. Hey, Bolin! Keep
Shots
the
fired.
change, you filthy animal! Sorry, Jake.
By the way, they're also making a new one of those. By the way,
What?
A new what?
Home Alone.
Oh gosh, they can't.
I heard some
please you.
I heard some bad early reviews about it.
Well, if you look at all the ones that they've redone from the old 80s and early 90s movies, they all suck.
Yeah, it was 90s, definitely. I think me and Macaulay Culkin are the same age, possibly.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the stuff in that other chat, Jake?
What?
The instant messages. I don't know if it's Harry's or not. What DJ Eric just said.
I'm not in that chat. I'm not in that chat anymore. I left.
saying-
I left
he said
that chat when I left all his other chats.
He got Harry blocked Jake.
Because DJ Eric's saying that he's been scammed by a bunch by Bolin, and he's giving him a ton of money and did a bunch of stuff and still got scammed.
You know what? Listen, here's the thing. The reason I'm doing this show is to call Bolin out on his bullshit.
Well, and it's
By
fine.
the way,
I'm
by
not.
the way, Pesci, you wanted me to call this wanted me to rename it the Schmidt Show.
It was a joke because you said it. You sent us a voice clip that said Schmidt. You got some explaining to do. I thought that was funny.
No, the reason why I said that is because he was there. He was there, but he wouldn't say nothing.
That wasn't Schmidt.
He sat there, smiled like possum eating peach seeds.
It's all right, Jake. He's not an enemy of yours.
No,
Not right
I
now.
don't know. I mean,
That's the one thing you got to
Schmidt's
do
a
better
fun-
at, Jake, is knowing who your legitimate friends are, not the ones
Schmidt's
you
a funny
legitimately
guy.
like.
No, I think Schmidt's cool.
Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't even know. I don't think he said anything. If he said something about you, he was just talking around Kenny. He ain't known for saying the right things. I was on a couple shows with him where he got booted off. Ask Jake.
Yeah.
He just doesn't mean no harm, because sometimes I just
Right.
don't think he realizes what he said. Like when the Shady J channel came and raided me, He goes, well,
Right.
wait till a big channel comes and raid you. I'm like, why the fuck would you say that? As far as I'm concerned, he is a big channel on YouTube.
Right.
You know what I mean? Meanwhile, there's some guy from Boulder County with $2 headphones on, saying, calling somebody not big.
Right. Right.
But yeah, and that worked out
I
for me.
agree.
We met some good people from that channel.
Yeah, and you got a lot of new subscribers and stuff from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was watching some of it when they had me on that morphine pump, and you just hit a button, and I mean, you hit it, and then like all of a sudden it hits you, and it's like, oh shit.
No, I remember that. I was fucking giving you shout outs. I think they're a lot of those guys are from Cali, so they're on the late night.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Being 2 hours behind, or 3 hours behind your time.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm not real upset. I just wanted to sort of come on and say what I needed to say because
Yeah, I know.
I had a bunch of people like instant messaging me, hey, you're being talked about. Hey, something's being said. I'm like, what? What? And I'm blocked on everything. So I'm like, okay, I'll figure out what's going on. So then Jake called me. I'm like, what's being said? And he told me, I'm like, what?
See, the difference between me and Kenny is he'll let like a guy like you just go away, even though you're a good guy. He's not even sometimes like for instance, he blocks DJ Eric, but this guy DJ Eric gave the guy money like all the. How could you somebody gives you money like that?
Because I think anybody that starts to resist at any time because he's pissed them off or done something wrong, he's afraid they're going to say something, so it's out the door, boom. And I think he was afraid at one point I may say something and fuck this, boom. And I mean, he's doing really good. I mean, from what everybody tells me, he does very well with what he's doing right now.
Well, he did. He had a real good run when I first came around. Had some.
Yeah, I watched your video that you put on with how much.
Yeah, that's a true story. You know what Kenny called that video? And the only reason why I made it was because he would never put something over like that. Because he just recently said, the last 100 days haven't worked like those 100 days. He said he called that video, that's Pesci blowing himself. No, that's just me fucking stating the facts. Because he would have never told anybody about that. So nobody would know, I did that so people could know my history. Not because I wanted to blow myself, Kenny.
Yeah. All right, we're at 47. We're almost at 48 minutes. Jonathan?
Yeah.
We're at like 48 minutes. Do you want to end?
It's up to you if you want to. Are you doing another one tomorrow? Is that what you were saying?
I'm gonna do one tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I mean today. This afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday, because it's Wednesday morning.
What time?
5.
5 o'clock.
4 or 5 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Okay.
I don't know what time. I don't know what time over.
And who else did you say that you were having on?
Mike Pucci and Allison.
Who's that? I know Mike.
Ariel in the chat. Bowling called her the crazy bitch from Virginia.
Oh, who's Allison?
Just a new member of the chat.
Yeah, new member of the channel that had a little bit of beef with Bowling.
Oh, okay. I gotta try to know everybody. I know Poochie. Poochie's a good guy.
Yeah.
He checked on me almost every day or every other day when I was in the hospital.
Poochie's a good guy. He said he here's the thing, his shirts, he sent all the shirts.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Also
Let's sing a song about Jesus, Jake, the Stalker, and the Stalker Hour.
Who is that?
I don't know, Jake, but that's your problem. Don't let that bother you because they haven't said nothing yet. And you got tons of mobs.
Is that Schmidt? Because if it is,
do they have a wrench?
Yes.
Well, if they
then you
haven't
know
wrenched
it's
it, it's probably because it is Schmidt. That doesn't mean you got to block him, Jake, for having fun.
Time him out.
No,
I
Chick.
won't.
no, don't time him out.
Let me find somebody to raid, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. Just want to
What
say
up,
thank
Herman
you.
the Great? You know how
Hey,
Jake
what's up,
is.
Herman?
Hey,
I just want
Herman.
to say thank you to Jonathan for coming in and sharing his story today. I also, by the way, those shows are like, 48, 50 minutes, and there's like commercials, and there's like that show, like the shows that Dr. Phil shows is like 43 minutes just of
Right.
him talking.
Yeah, like we weren't on stage, but maybe 40 minutes at the max.
I will, Herman. Still a hand of applause for Jonathan.
Alley Cats, what's up, Alley Cats?
One
What's
second.
up, Alley Cats?
Herman, I gotta find my phone.
When Jake has the whale and the douchey on, it's the stalker hour. Who's the douchey?
I don't know. He's probably talking about that's how Schmidt flirts with people.
Yeah.
Jake has a girl on the show that likes him, and Schmidt kind of plays hard to get. Herman the Great said, "Fuck Dr. Phil."
Facts.
All right, I'm gonna find somebody to raid, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here. I just want to say thank you to Jonathan for coming on. I just want to say thank you. You know, here's the thing. We don't. Here's the thing, Bolin. In part 2, you guys are gonna see the real truth because Poochie told me that he's got a lot of stuff to say about Bolin, and Allison has a lot to say about Bolin. So, and I want you guys to come back tomorrow for part 2. Here's the thing, KB, part 2.
Wait, Herman, I don't see it. Did you send a friend request? Or you don't have a Facebook? I see you in Messenger. I got you in Messenger now.
Click the dots, and there's a thing that might say, go to his profile. What's up, Alley Cats? How you doing? Alley Cats. By the way, we got to give Alley Cats a shout out beforehand. Alley Cats has she says a message. Alley Cats has a video game that there is a dev thing.
Herman? Oh, you just have Messenger? Well, we're now Messenger people.
It's a video game. Is it a
Herman?
video
I'm gonna add you to the PWO chat.
Is it a video? It's like a interactive video game that you guys have. The Twitch chat game, bowling game.
I just added Herman.
Are you guys live right now? No, you're not.
JJ's got like 9 Facebook things. Oh, you know, shit, I think I already added you, Herman. It's all people you know.
Can you hear me now, Jonathan?
If you want me to take you out, I can take you out. Nobody will give you any shit in there. I run the chat. Jonathan's in there. Jake used to be in there. He left. He couldn't handle the power.
All right, guys, we're gonna go for raid. We're gonna raid Alley Cats, by the way. All right, guys, we're gonna raid Alley Cats, guys, because they were nice enough to come in here and be part of the stream. and B, they were nice enough to do it. And peace, love, and cornbread, y'all. Remember, do I mean SOL? And we'll be back later today for part 2 of Here's the Thing. Here's the Thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not bullshit. No, it's not.
Who are these people? Are these your friends?
Yes.
From?
God damn, Jessica. They have podcasts.
Okay, so these friends are like,
No, they're like, hey, he's talking shit.